We had a lot of those winners here. Rod Steiger. It was
Right.
amazing. I was kind of wondering what happened to them all, but now I know.
Didn't Shirley look incredible?
Unbelievable. And still has one of the great voices of all time.
Absolutely.
Some of the greatest stages. And let's see more of you on television. I know you're having fun on Sunset
Thank
Beach,
you.
but let's get out there and do it.
I want to get on the silver screen.
You should
Absolutely.
be.
Thank you for mentioning
You
that.
really, you guys out there, could you ask for a better? Hey, you want to see her every day on Sunset Beach. Check it out. I do.
You want to see me on the silver screen.
I know.
That's
but
what you really want.
But what I'm talking about is these producers. Just check it out right on television right now. You'll see her, and let's get her on that silver. That's where you belong. Maybe the remake of Giant. You'd love it.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Of course. Well, it's not too bad country, Elizabeth
Thank
Taylor, you know?
Okay.
All right. Listen, from the Oscars tonight, we got Laura Harring and myself, and we're saying good night. Hope you enjoyed the party. We certainly did.
We're going to salsa.
Ah. Hey, we're leaving now. Let's go, babe. I know it's noisy in here, and in an Oscar party here right in the middle of Beverly Hills, but we got Robert Gaullaume. And, you know, last time I saw you around Christmas time. But I have to tell you just one more time. I saw you as the Phantom here in Los Angeles, and you just did one hell of a job.
Well, thank you very much.
You really did.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You know, we should see more of you. I know that everyone sees your face and they think they see you every week on television because you've been in their homes a lot. But you got to do more on television, do some more stuff, because I tell you, I just enjoy the hell out of watching you work.
Thank you very much. That's well. Listen, you can't. Shall I pay you now?
No, May 3rd.
Yeah, right. But I'd love to come see that thing if I come do that thing. If I'm available, I'll certainly be there. You know, I love AC.
Oh, what we're talking about is on May 3rd down in Cal State Dominguez Hills. There is a whole group of volunteers called the Compton Tennis Family Club, and they teach young children to play tennis in the park. And AC Green, along with a lot of stars you saw here tonight, are going to come down and put on some tennis expeditions. And, of course, he is a tennis player, and maybe we can get him to come down, and we're going to raise a little money to give these kids some rackets to play every Saturday in the park.
Yeah, we need some real good tennis players to come out of there.
Right. You got Venus Williams and her sisters come out of there.
Oh, they come out of Compton?
They came out of Compton. And now the Cal State Dominguez Hills has a great tennis program for women there, and they're just around the corner. So we're going to have a lot of them come and give clinics also. But we want to put rackets in these kids' hands. And now they have to share rackets. We literally have about 40 rackets being shared by 175 kids. So we're getting some sponsors to come down.
Well, that sounds like my old high school.
Yeah. I mean, there's like 4 surrounding high schools that don't even have a tennis, what do you call it, team at them now in Compton. So we're trying to get tennis back in the schools and get it going.
Yeah.
And if you can join us, AC Green is our head of our tennis clinic down there, our Celebrity Classic, May 3rd, 12 to noon on the campus of Dominguez Hills, Cal State Dominguez Hills. And maybe you'll see our bud down there.
Well, I'll certainly try to make it.
Okay, buddy. Thank you, Robert.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. It's Oscar night, guys.
Yes.
I just gonna, it was Oscar night. It's getting towards the end. Everyone's running out of here. Let's get some reaction
Does everyone know you have a famous cousin, or am I the only one who? Go ahead.
I have 2 famous cousins.
Just the one that we want to hear about. Who's your famous?
Danny Thomas.
Danny
really?
Thomas.
No, I have to tell you, Danny Thomas came from Toledo, Ohio.
First cousin?
He's my 3rd cousin, and I started probably in the charity business at St. Jude's with him years ago. And then we had another cousin who kind of grew up in his footsteps and just admired him. His name was Jamil Joseph Farah.
And for those of you who don't know,
then we shortened his name to
Jamie Farr, my dear friend.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah, wonderful.
I'll tell you a little bit of history I bet you would not know. Larry Gilbart, obviously the man who created MASH. His father was a barber.
Yes.
Cut Danny Thomas's hair.
I know that too.
And when he wrote the script
that, did you?
for MASH, he used Danny Thomas from Toledo, Ohio, a Lebanese guy.
As the model?
It's just a model, but never thought he'd ever use it.
Which part?
For Klinger.
For Klinger.
Yeah.
Jamie walks in, starts to do a reading. Larry Goldbart says, "You got the part."
Wonderful.
He tells him, ask him about his life. He goes, "How do I get the part so quickly?" And he says, "This is who I pattern after." Jamie Farr looks at him like, "I can't believe this. This is the..." Of course, it just, for him, it was just changed his whole life.
Can I hold
Actually,
this
it was
while we
just
interview you?
Yes, go ahead.
it was just a one-day part.
Right. It was a one-day part.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't
about
know that.
Jamie?
No.
Yeah, he was hired to do this part
the
for
dresses
one
were-
day,
the
and
dresses
the
all
rest,
fit, and that
the
was
rest
it.
is history. And they, no, they weren't even into dresses then.
Oh, they weren't.
No.
What were they into?
Later.
A little bit of everything. So tell me about your reaction, number one, to the
I
awards
thought, I
and the
thought it was
winners.
a beautiful show, and when Stanley Donen started to do the soft shoe, I thought it was just fabulous, just wonderful. It made me cry. Everything was very emotional. It was a beautiful,
It was a wonderfully
emotional show.
evening, yeah.
Earl, did it bring back memories to you? I mean, you were in a lot of great things.
It brought back a lot of memories. God, yes. I had tears many times tonight, yeah. And I loved you said the Stanley Donen doing the that was wonderful. And they haven't seen us do our routine
No,
yet.
do you want us to?
No.
Not now. Oh.
No. No, I was very touched by lots of.
Let's go back, Earl. Yeah, I mean, you did. You were in some great movies. And tell me,
I was, yeah.
sitting in some of the movies and the people who won in some of the movies you were in, tell me what maybe was your biggest thrill looking back, maybe earlier in your career, Oscar night and the anticipation,
Well,
things like that.
I did a movie in 1956 called The Rainmaker. That's not John Grissom's The Rainmaker. This is the original Rainmaker, a different play. And everybody, I was supposed to be up for an Academy Award. I got the Best Supporting Award that year from the Hollywood Foreign Press. But I wasn't nominated, and it's always been I thought tonight when I saw all those people up there, I thought, God, I could have been up there. I could have been a contender. So that was my favorite. That was my favorite movie and my favorite moment.
Really?
Yeah.
What movie do you think it might be your favorite movie? What movie do you think you're most well known for?
Well, interestingly enough, after the 35 or so movies I did, they run a lot of them on AMC. You see, like The Sons of Katie Elder and Last Train from Gun Hill and Gunsmoke at the OK Corral. Gunsmoke? No,
What about
Gunfight.
Gunfight?
At the OK Corral.
Bridges.
of Tokoria. A lot of good movies. I was fortunate. I worked with a lot of good actors and a lot of good directors. But I think most people remember me from a television series called Policewoman with Angie Dickinson. You know? So, I don't know. What can I tell you?
I would probably say The Sons of Katie Elder as a feature film. Sons of Katie Elder are probably, in my mind, sticks out as one of your films
It's a
that
wonderful,
I remember for.
wonderful Western.
Yeah.
Really a wonderful Western. Yeah. Henry,
Tonight's a night of feature films.
Forbidden Planet, yes. Robbie the Robot.
Well, tonight's a night of feature films where obviously people recognize you both a lot from television. But for feature films, and for you, Loretta, what do you think for you in feature films sticks out in your mind, something you really enjoyed in the past?
For me to watch.
Or no, something you were in.
SOB?
Maybe SOB, I guess.
SOB was
I don't know.
wonderful. Just the SOB?
I ran into everybody here tonight that I've made films with. Daniel Benzali, we did Whoops Apocalypse in London.
Right.
Rip Torn, we did Beer. I saw a lot of my friends who did features with me. All of them. There were wonderful things in all of them. Wonderful friends, colleagues. Blake, of course. Blake Edwards directing these.
I'm sure you realize this, but consider how many times MASH shows around the world today. It's unbelievable,
I know.
isn't it?
I know.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It just it's
fantastic.
very wonderful.
Guys, thank you for spending some time with us.
Thank you. It's
Earl?
nice to see you.
Thank you, honey.
Hi, Mike. We're here now with Norman Fell, and he's from Three's Company, one of my favorite shows. Kept me laughing.
You're the one that liked it.
I love that show.
Good.
I wish you were my landlord. I'd love you
I go
dropping
all over
in
the
all
world.
the time.
Everybody loves it. All
I
over
know.
the world.
All over the world. That's
I said, what's the matter with you people? You don't have anything better to read? To think about? No, really, it's so popular all over. I'm really surprised. Because the people here who are snobs are those kids doing that little lightweight thing. And then you go to Europe and everybody says, oh, I love that show so much. I love it. So somebody's right. You know what I mean?
Yes. Well, it's a fabulous show, and we're enjoying it. What are you doing these days?
Well, I was just talking about that. I have a new approach. I had a lot of years where I worked this one and this one and this one. Whatever they said, I said, okay, I'll do it. I'll be there.
You took just any
Where
job.
any place in the world, I'll be there.
Uh-huh.
Now I said, I don't have to do that. I don't want to do that now. I'm tired now. The last show I did was eight months long. So I would read a script, and I'd say, I don't want to be this guy. I don't want to say these words. Give it to somebody else.
Oh, that's nice.
First
That's a
time
good
in my
position.
life.
Good position to be in now.
So now, when I get a script that I like, I say, yes.
yeah, I'm going to take
This
that
I
one.
would do.
So are you doing something right now?
Once in a while, I do one that I really like. Otherwise, I go to the gym and I have a good time and I go to the beach and
He
travel.
watches the women on Baywatch like Tracy Bingham that we had earlier.
I never watched that show. It's probably a great show, but I never saw it.
Yeah, well, you should. You're missing out.
I don't like to see naked women like that. It gives me a headache. Anyway,
So how do you think the evening's going tonight?
it's going great, except everybody's standing up and making noise, and I can't see what they're saying on there, so I don't know who won, and I don't know what the jokes were because I want to see the jokes. So other than that, it's terrific.
Yeah. Now we're here for a wonderful cause. This
Yes.
is the film preservation.
That's
and
important.
That's important. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So everybody's here to.
Anything I can do, I will do.
That's
For stuff
wonderful.
like that.
Thank you.
Just call me.
Okay.
Drop
we
by the
will.
house anytime at all.
We will. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Just a second ago, we were watching the Oscars in the audience. Michael Caine's in the audience.
Michael Caine. I love Michael Caine in Zulu when he said, "Stop chucking those bloody space at me." That was my favorite line. And now they got John Travolta, he's doing that thing about the president. I can't believe this. And then there's Bill Clinton. The Titanic went down and I ain't touching that line.
Any performances you really grabbed you this year in the way of, let's say, the best actor?
I think Nicholson's probably going to walk away with it.
And now we're here with Tracy Bingham. She's one of the stars of the best television show, one of the hottest television shows on TV, Baywatch. And we're going to ask her what it's like to be on the set of Baywatch, running around in that gorgeous little bathing suit, strutting her stuff. What's it like, girlfriend?
Well, being on Baywatch is so exciting. What job could you couldn't ask for a better job. We're at the beach, sun, the sand, the wind, the surf, the ocean. It's incredible. We've got great cast members. We've got great wardrobe people, great hair people, great makeup people. It's a lot of fun. We work out. We really do work out.
Yeah,
we really
to
do
keep that
swim.
figure, yes.
Yeah, and it's a lot of work and it's challenging, but it's worth it. If Baywatch were to end today, there's always what you've learned from the show that I could take with me. For instance, the CPR, the fitness regimen, the learning how to eat correctly, saving lives, swimming correctly, diving in and out of the ocean. So
So it's a lot more than just running around looking beautiful in a